Hey everyone, welcome to Makin Scents. If you've been here before, I want to thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you being here. And if this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome aboard. If you could do me a huge favor, click the subscribe button down below, like, comment, and or share my videos, that'd be greatly appreciated. Today's video, as the title said, Forgotten Fragrances. If you want to know what I mean, stay tuned. As the title said, this video is in regards to forgotten fragrances. Now, these fragrances in specific are not forgotten in the community or on FragCom. These are more so forgotten in my own personal collection because I don't always go to them. I don't use them, I don't wear them as often as I should because I really like these. Each and every one of these fragrances that I have aside here are great fragrances to me. So if you like fragrances that are similar to the ones that I've told you before I like, there's a good chance you're going to like the ones that I'm putting out today. At the same time, these fragrances haven't had a chance to get a really good wearing from me in a long time. I feel like I kind of just put them on the back burner because I always wear either my signature scents or something new that came in. The first fragrance on my list is one that I really was excited about adding to my collection. It's a fragrance that I've worn multiple times and almost was a weekly rotation for a few weeks back last fall, last winter. And it's none other than Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Now, if you haven't already had a chance to get your nose on this fragrance, I definitely recommend it. It goes in the realm of what I consider the brown fragrances, which are the fall and winter frags, and it has a really great sprayer. And to me, it's a little bit a step below mass appealing. It's very close. It has a little bit of a booziness, but almost like a fresh booziness, along with some woodsy notes in there. And then it's a little bit powdery. If you haven't had a chance to get your nose on this one, definitely recommend doing so. To me, this one here is just a great fragrance to have for the winter or the fall. The next one on my list is one of the most popular talked about fragrances, whether on YouTube, Facebook, or in the community in general. This is one that's on a lot of top 10 lists for most complimented fragrances or easy to buy, easy to wear. It's none other than this guy right here, Chanel Allure Homme Sport EAU Extreme. Now, to me, this is an absolutely beautiful fragrance, but for some reason, it's just always on my shelf. I'm not going to lie. I don't have a decant setup of this one, which is very weird because I am a decant junkie. I love having a travel atomizer with me, and personally, I love having this bottle right there behind those guys. So the appearance of having it on the shelf and not taking this big boy with me wherever I go might be the reason why I don't always use this as much as I should. Now, there is one of these fragrances that is very similar to this one that I actually don't get a chance to wear often either, and it's Versace, and it's Pour Homme. It's their, I want to say it's signature, possibly is the other title for it. That's like a lower end version of this fragrance. Many people compare them very close to each other, and personally, one of my coworkers loves that one as well as this one. So I don't know why I don't give this one the wearing it should. I really think it's because of the size of the bottle and where it sits on the shelf. I like the way it looks. So I'm going to have to add a travel atomizer to this one for me because it is super, super mass appealing. Compliment gainer. People love to basically just smell this. The sprayer, phenomenal. Chanel has, I mean, this thing shot out over a foot past where the camera is going to see right now. Super fresh, super clean. Just overall a great fragrance. If you hadn't had a chance to get your nose on this one here, I definitely recommend getting it under your nose, getting a chance to try it out. And, you know, we're hitting fall and winter. I might still not get the chance to wear this as much as I should, but I will be adding each one of these, at least for one day, into my rotation coming up in the next week or two. All right. So this one here kind of became an innocent bystander for the reasons why I haven't worn as much as I should. And that's only because there's a fragrance that's somewhat similar. They're not identical, not neck and neck, but somewhat similar that I wear a lot more often. It's a little bit more cost effective, but for me, it's one of my favorite fragrances. And they're always talked about in the same conversation when it comes to that iris note. And it's this guy right here, Dior Homme. To me, this one here is beautiful. It's just a great fragrance. Super attractive, super appealing. The fragrance I do wear, you hear me talk about a lot, is from Prada L'Homme. That one there I wear a lot to work. It's pretty much my signature scent, we'll say. I always have a 30 ml in my car with me. But this one here is just absolutely beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to get your nose on it yet, it's just rich, clean. It's got a little bit of a spice to it. Not an intense spice, but there's a little bit, like a nice tingle to it. That iris note is absolutely gorgeous. So if you haven't had a chance to try the Dior line yet, and the sprayer, you just saw first the Chanel one, and now you got the Dior one. Watch how little comes out depending on how you spray it. You can literally do as much as you want, or the Insane Beast spray. Chanel, Dior, they all have some of the best sprayers in the game. They really do. The cap is on nice. It's not super tug. I mean, I'm shaking it now, but I'm not confident that it's going to stay where it's supposed to be. Overall, though, this one here just gets a back burner because of the fact I wear Prodalome so much. I do is make sure I make it a travel atomizer. This guy right here, because this one's awesome, and so is the Intense. And I've worn the Intense a couple more times than I've worn this one. But personally, I need to get some more wearings out of this because it's a beast, and it's a really nice fragrance. The next one is one of the most popular fragrances, honestly popular selling fragrances out there as well. And it's super mass appealing. Most people really love it when they get a chance to smell it. It gets hated on a lot, whether it's on Fragcom or in like the YouTube channels. But it's still a fragrance that is a banger. People love the smell of it. People outside of the community really love the smell of it. And as this guy right here, Dior Sauvage. Let's face it, the thing is a super mass appealing beast. Some people hate it, some people love it, some people can't get past the opening of it. Me personally, I love it. Oh, look at that, see? That's just ridiculous. That sprayer is out of control. Now, it does have a super rich or strong opening, whether it's the Ambroxan or whatever it might be that does that. Oof. Alright, between the three fragrances I just sprayed, it smells really strong right here right now, almost to the point that I want to sneeze, cough, or do something. This is the one that just made me do that weird breath you just saw, to the point that my nose is on fire right now. With that being said, I still love this fragrance. I mean, it really is a beautiful fragrance in my opinion. This is the EDT. I need to get my hands on the Parfum and the EDP. Any of the other ones available, for the simple fact that I do like the fragrance, but I always forget about this one because I've said it before. I wear YEDP a real lot. That's one of my another pretty much signature scent fragrance that I have in my collection. And there's so many great blue fragrances. I always have Bleu de Chanel available with me, whether it's at work or in a travel container that I bring with me when I go out. That's worn a lot. So this guy here has another blue fragrance. Kind of gets a back burner. But I definitely recommend it. If you haven't got your nose on Sauvage by Dior, what are you doing? And if you're in the fragrance game, it's definitely one to get a chance to try it out. The next one on my list is a fragrance that many people had on their top 10 list for winter and or fall last year. It's a very appealing fragrance. It's an Oriental Amber Floral, if I'm correct as well. And it's kind of cool because it's really fresh in the beginning, to me, with a little bit of woodsy mixed in there. And then it turns more into like a leathery, rich, a little bit of powdery scent almost. It's this guy right here, Bulgari Man in Black. Now, I believe this does have amber, tonka bean, and some other stuff. I don't know all the accords or all the different components, but it's a really nice fragrance. I feel like I leave it out of my shelf, out of my collection all the time to be worn because the atomizer I had, I kind of lost, and I just haven't made another one since because I have to pump this every time I fill this up. And now I'm a decanting junkie. I love making travel atomizers. It gives me the best chance to use my fragrances. And this one here, I used to actually carry the bottle with me because I got sick of making those atomizers and decanting it that way. This one here sprays pretty narrow if you saw that spray. It lasts a good amount of time. Nice appealing fragrance, and it does cut through the cold pretty well. So if you haven't had a chance to get your nose on this one here, I definitely recommend it. Bulgari Man in Black. Last but not least, a fragrance that I have never worn as a scent of the day until yesterday. Because I was starting to make this video, I decided I was going to throw this one on because I realized I had never worn them. So I wanted to get a chance to put it on, get a good wearing out of it, because I really love the fragrance to the point that I own 2 bottles of this fragrance. I actually want to get the latest flanger of this fragrance, and for some reason I just haven't given this one the love that it deserves. It's on my shelf. I love it on my shelf. I love the smell of it every time I spray it. I've worn it around my house a couple times, but I've never made it my scent of the day until yesterday. And then is this guy right here, Emporio Armani, Stronger With You. There is no reason why I haven't put this on and worn this on a daily basis. This is a beautiful fall, winter banger. It's just a great fragrance. If you haven't put your nose on this one yet, I definitely recommend it. And I'm looking forward to trying Stronger With You intensely because I've heard great things about that one as well. The overall presentation is awesome on this. I love this little rope-looking component around the cap. It snaps on nicely, comes off nicely. This is so cool because it's warm, it's sweet, but it's also fresh, if that makes any sense at all to you. It's got a lot of just extremely appealing fragrance notes. And to me, it's just a nice blend of everything. Now, if you look here, sprayer, great overall coverage, and the smell is just awesome. I personally like the little logo embossed on the top as well. I think they did just a really nice job at Emporio Armani making this fragrance. It's very appealing, definitely mass appealing. It's got its own little fresh side to it, not like a blue fresh or something like that, but like a really, almost like a woodsy fresh, along with some really nice either amber or something in there that makes this thing really warm. So it's cool. It has a nice freshness to it along with a warmth, and it's very mass appealing in my opinion. So if you like any type of sweet or warmer scents, especially in the fall or winter, like I said, this guy's definitely for you to check out, and I'm looking forward to this guy and its flankers for the future. This is going to be my scent of the day today too, I think. I'm going to go 2 days in a row with the same fragrance because I feel like I really even neglected this one. And I don't want to do that. I want to give this guy another shot. That does it for my list of forgotten fragrances. There are a lot of other colognes or perfumes that could be on this list. There's a lot of fragrances in my collection that absolutely deserve more of my attention. And I'll look forward to trying to find some of those and giving them a little bit more love throughout the year. Which fragrances do you have that you really wish you gave a little bit more love to? Or that you've put on the back or side burner because there's been so many other things in your fragrant life? Do me a favor. Down below, click the comment section. Throw up some fragrances that you believe really should be worn more often from your own personal collection, or that you've put aside, maybe for a reason that the fragrance is not as easy to come by anymore, and you only have so much of it, so use it for like specific reasons and or occasions. Any comment down there would be greatly appreciated. I'd love to hear your stories. It's really a lot of fun to share this community with each and every one of you. As the shooting of this video, I believe we're at 191 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. We're so close to that 200 number. You set goals, you achieve them, you set more goals, and you keep going forward. And I appreciate each and every one of you for clicking that subscribe button. So if you haven't done so yet, do me a huge favor, click that subscribe button down there, like this video, comment and or share it. That'd be greatly appreciated as well. And remember, if you're making the world a better place, one spray at a time, then to me, you're just making sense. Until next time.